Hello everybody and welcome to another episode of Coleman is Doomed, still slightly sick edition. As if you've been watching the show, you know that last time we beat the first boss of the original Doom, ended Doom 1, Episode 1. And if you didn't watch last time, then what are you doing here? Go back. I mean, I guess you can stay, but it's kind of a weird place to start. Anyway, today we are going to be playing through E2, M2, Episode 2, Map 2, Containment Area, which, as I mentioned on the World Extermination Radio podcast, which is a Doom-based podcast that I was a guest on. You can find that on Doom World or here on YouTube, World Extermination Radio. I mentioned on there that this is absolutely my favorite map of Doom 1. And probably my favorite classic Doom map ever. And also, that was a pathetic performance, so we're gonna try again. There we go. That was much better. Ah! Alright. I know that there is a Berserk pack somewhere in these boxes. I think I should go get it. I think that would be good if I have to punch people. I pictured this episode as being more of like a tour through this level that I love so much. Instead, it's going to be a frantic, desperate search for any ammo or weaponry or just getting utterly... Oh, good. Demon. Oh, good. No, that's good. Alright. Oh. Chew him up. Dang it. Please. Oh, come on! Every time I back up, there's at least one more imp. I do love this level, but man, it's a lot more fun with the shotgun. I'm gonna just say that right now. So the reason that I like this level so much, and again, please do not take this horrible mangling of what this level is supposed to be as any sort of mark of its actual quality, but one of the things that's really great about it is just the aesthetic sort of feel of it. A lot of Doom's level design is very purposefully abstract. You know, a level will be called something like Hangar, but won't actually look much like Hangar Bay. And yes, okay, great. No way out except to fight those imps. Hilarious. But this one, Containment Area, as you can see, actually looks like an area that contains things, a cargo loading bay. There's all these crates. And this crate area makes for really interesting fights with these imps, where they're constantly surprising you. Now, it's a lot more fun when you can react to that surprise with the power of your shotgun, and not with basically just getting murdered. Oh, man, this is nasty. There's like 5 of them out there. I can't get through this choke point. Excuse me? Oh, right. There's nothing up there. Oh, great. One of the things about this level is that it was actually made by... initially by Tom Hall. And Tom Hall was with id from the beginning, but didn't stay on Doom for very long because he wanted it to be this sort of story-driven adventure thing. And John Romero was like, no, we're gonna make it a fast-paced action game, and it very much was not his thing, and so he left. But jeez. But again, his emphasis was always on story and on design. Commander Keen was very much his baby, and you can also see a lot of his influence in Wolfenstein 3D. Well, influence. He made about half the levels in Wolfenstein 3D. And he had more of an interest in things. John Romero would much more, and other designers in general, not just Romero. I know people are gonna bite, or, gonna jump down my throat because, yes, John Romero did have more of an eye for aesthetics than some other Doom level creators, but I will just say, more than anyone else, Tom Hall really cared about making spaces feel like real spaces in a real place, more than anyone else at id. Designing levels for interesting encounters, again, like this weird little imp maze, but also designing them as, if this were an actual starbase, what would their cargo area look like? I don't know if it's worth killing these guys or not. There it is. It's not in the box maze, it's near the box maze. This is a Berserk pack. And for those of you who don't know, I will put this in a way you nerds can understand. It basically turns you into One Punch Man. It also restores your health to 100, but I don't see any reason to save health. I'm gonna lose all of it anyway. You know me, I don't feel alive unless I'm at 0.02% health. I think we may have cleared out the box maze, more or less. Let's see what's in here. Man, I just love the look of this. Just so cool. So, as I said, Tom Hall started making this level, but didn't stay on Doom for very long. And so Sandy Peterson actually had to finish many of his levels, including this one. And it was Peterson who had the idea of, what if you start, since this is supposed to be an area that's being consumed by hell, what if you start in this, space base, and then you come through here in what looks like a normal doorway, and there's this green marble castle. And I'm going to let them fight each other for a bit. And that's something that is a really sort of cool idea, especially because, like, Doom 3 has a lot of, like, hell's influence affecting our world. But that's usually represented as, like, blood and gore and big, gross, squirmous things. You don't really think of, like, there's a castle. There's a green marble castle in the middle of the level. And what else is cool about this is that the very last level of this game, or of this episode, rather, is going to be entirely a green marble area. So it's almost like foreshadowing, right? You can see what's about to happen. So what's really cool about the Berserk pack is that it doesn't actually wear off until the end of a level. So for the rest of the level, I will probably just use my fists. The chainsaw, the holy grail of awesome-matic weaponry. And I can't use it. Great. I'm very intelligent. I mean, look at this. This is just cool. Even now, there's something about it that's cool, even though it's basically, like, pointless. Like, what are these machines actually doing in the base? Who knows? But it feels, you know, there was some effort put into this. It feels like these cool sci-fi machines. It feels like you're in a movie or something. And, you know, it may be a fairly minor thing. Sure, do maybe more about the you know, killing and stuff, but it's still really cool. And then, again, like, you turn a corner here, and there's this lava pit. Or blood pit, possibly, since it seems to have stained the sides there. If you look up here at the ceiling, these lights mark, like, where the room used to be, and it pops out of the ground. I mean, to a certain extent, maybe I'm reading too much into the aesthetics of this, but it feels, more than most of the other levels, it feels, you know, like something. It feels like there is a story, even if it's just one that you're sort of making up in your head. Which is a great thing. Whatever you think the, you know, point of this level is just as valid as whatever I think the point of this level is. Because that's why it's in first person. It's your story about you. I'm at 90% health and 100% armor. Can we get the forbidden 100/100 not at the beginning of a level? Only time will tell. You say chain gun, I say more pistol ammo. Yoink. Oh man. I wish I hadn't picked the chainsaw up, because now when I switch from pistol to 1, it pulls this, and I have to push again to switch it to fists. It's gonna be annoying. It's gonna be like... It's already a problem when I run out of pistol ammo and it automatically switches me to the shotgun. Like, I'm already losing valuable seconds there. And this game is so fast-paced that seconds do actually matter. Is there anything good in the poison soup? Only one way to find out. Oh yeah, that's a new enemy we haven't talked about yet. I'll get to it in a second. Oh, good, there's nothing. Oh, I'm gonna die. This is Lost Soul. It's a flaming skull thing. It basically serves the same purpose as the demon, but it looks cooler. I opened the yellow key door. Where do I go next? Looks like there's an area of the box maze I really haven't given due diligence. And sure enough, there's the yellow key door. See? It's nice and intuitive, it's fun to play, it looks gorgeous. E2M2, Containment Area, highly recommended. I'll send you a postcard. There are those Lost Souls again. And some ammunition. And rocket ammo. I also forgot to mention how cool this room looks. I mean, it's really just one repeating texture over and over again, but it looks so much cooler. Alright, there's the exit. I probably need to go through this red door and get murdered. Probably need to go through this red door and murder. And then hit the switch. Oh man, I hope there isn't something behind the door to trick me. That would be a totally original and totally scarifying thing to occur. Oh wait, there actually isn't one. It really is the best level. Well, that was pretty short. Let's go ahead and tackle Refinery. I told you that as we get into the... Oh, right, I don't have Berserk anymore. Well, let the suffering begin. I don't know who made this level, but I do know that it starts you off in a ton of potential death and things firing at you from all sides. So whoever made this level, I don't like them. Ah! Please don't. Oh, yes! gotten stupidly good at punching things. Oh man, you see me using that cacodemon as a human shield? Or, you know, whatever shield? That's why Doom is great, man. I feel God in this space station tonight. Yeah, what's up? Even a cacodemon falls before the might of me plus Berserk. Do you guys know how good it feels after so many levels of having to pick at these stupid things, stupid health, 1 point at a time? After levels and levels of this, to just suddenly be transformed into the Incredible Hulk? Because let me tell you how good it feels. Real good. Any chance I can reach these guys for punching? Yeah, kind of. Is it time for the super... Ow. Is it time for the super secret forbidden cacodemon punching montage? I think it just might be. Okay, so most of that was more like the super secret trying and failing to punch cacodemons montage. And there was no actual reason to kill them. I could have just walked past. But hey, it's not called Coleman is good at video games. It's called Coleman is doomed. I'm just trying to live up to the name. Man, remember what I was saying about cool looking areas? Episode 2 continues to bring the noise. Also, I don't know why I said remember when I said like it was some long time ago. Remember what I said slightly earlier in this self-same episode? I'm gonna go get the radiation suit before I jump into that. Yeah, that's right. I didn't even need to kill you guys. This was just personal. Screw you. Time to actually hit barrel. And hit Baron. Which would have been a much better one-liner had I actually followed through. Oh, great. So after being the cool and imposing bosses of the first episode, Barons in Doom 1 are basically relegated to this, being annoying, frustrating bullet sponges. Watch as I completely don't get hit, but still have to waste like 100 ammo on this stupid thing. Now don't get me wrong, I don't think that the Baron of Hell is a bad monster. I just don't think he gets used well in Doom 1. I also realize that I've been killing way more monsters than I actually need to just finish the level, but like, you gotta understand the feeling of being able to commit acts of violence again. After so long without. After so much failure. And this is the part in this level where I always get lost and forget where the blue key door actually is. And how to get to it. And how this particular part connects to the rest of the level even. Oh yeah. Well, alright. Ow! Uh-oh. The Lost Souls aren't very difficult either. Despite, you know, looking like they would talk, or at least breathe a big game, they're really easy to stop in their tracks. In fact, literally all you have to do so is shoot them, which there's a pretty good chance you're going to be doing anyway, on account of that being your one and only way to interact with Doom's world. Oh, this looks good, and definitely not like a death trap. Oh, this looks good, and definitely not like a death trap. is hard, because I want to kill the imps with my fists, who will not take forever, and I want to kill the lost souls with my pistols, so that, you know, they can't charge me. And I can't switch between the two of them easily because of that stupid chainsaw. At least I've learned my lesson now. Any future Doom 1 or Doom 2 games, if I see a chainsaw and I can avoid it, I should. This is gonna put me at a disadvantage for this entire episode. Like I needed that. Thank goodness there's no other weapon. Ah! Thank goodness there's no other weapons in the number 2 slot, which is where the pistol is, or I'd really be hosed. Boy, whoever made this level, he really just likes making you run through the soup with no protection on, huh? He really just likes telling you to go screw yourself. But at last, we arrive safely at what looks like a dick. Well, I can think of no more fitting end for this particular episode of Coleman is Doomed. 98% kills, probably 2% of which I actually needed to kill. See you next time! Thanks for watching Coleman is Doomed. New episodes go up every Thursday, but in the meantime, why not check out HeyPoorPlayer.com for all your news, review, and editorial needs. You can also follow us on Twitter or Facebook, and you can subscribe to this YouTube channel for shows like Second Opinion, Shrek's Fallout Swamp, Welcome to Warcraft, Hey Poor Adventurers, and a whole bunch more. And if you like the show, please tell a friend about it. We don't pay to advertise, so the best way you can support us and ensure that we make more episodes of something is just to get more people watching it. Until next time, rip and tear until it is done.